Hey everyone, and welcome to today's project share of an album which I have actually made a couple of months ago. But you have probably noticed that I wasn't very active on YouTube for the last year. And that's because I was traveling in Australia for the last year, so I didn't have that much time to film and upload videos here on my YouTube channel. But I'm now back in Germany and I'm back in my craft room, so there will be more videos following soon. And in today's video, I want to share with you this album I have made using a collection by Echo Park, which is called Dream Big Little Boy. And if you haven't watched it yet, there is also a project share already uploaded to my channel of a very similar album, because I, of course, not only got the Dream Big Little Boy collection, but also the Dream Big Little Girl collection. And this album is the same size as the Dream Big Little Girl album, so it's in the size 6 by 8 inches. However, for the Dream Big Little Boy album, I decided to go with a portrait style instead of landscape. And I know that a lot of you are actually waiting for those cutting guides and video tutorials to make these interactive mini albums in the size 6 by 8 inches in portrait or landscape style. And they will definitely be available at some point next year, but all those tutorials, the filming and the editing, and then also the designing of the cutting guides really take some time. So I'm really sorry that they are not available just yet. But you can still get those cutting guides, templates and video tutorials for the same album but different sizes. So they are already available for the size 6 by 6 inches and 8 by 8 inches. And if you're interested in purchasing those cutting guides and templates for my 6 by 6 and 8 by 8 inch mini albums, then you can of course find the link in my description box down below. So now let's just have a closer look at this album. And let's just start with this wine, and as you can see, I kept it very simple here. I just added one of those journaling cards from the collection, which I cut down to size a little, and then I added it on top of a die cut piece. So I used a die cut by Lawn Fawn to cut out this scalloped frame, and if you have seen my other videos, I love using those scalloped frames, so you will see them a lot, and I just love to include those in together with some journaling cards. And for some reason I didn't add anything to the back of the album, so usually I would add a pocket here, but this time I decided to just keep it simple and just decorate it with this beautiful plaid pattern paper. But then for the front cover, I actually used a lot of stickers and embellishments, and I didn't keep it simple here. So I added this acetate window frame here on the album cover, and then I did some layering with this blue pattern paper and another die cut piece, another scallop frame die cut, and I added these Hello Boy stickers from the collection as well. And then I used some stickers, and I wanted this to be a little dimensional, so the car on the left corner and the tree behind the car are actually added with some foam tape, and then I also added some of those stickers and embellishment to the outside of the window as well. And then I also added a green ribbon closure matching the colors of the collection. Now, when you open up this album, you can see the first two interactive page styles, and I chose page style number 1 to add to the inside of the front cover. And for everyone new to my channel, I just want to quickly explain here that every time I'm making an album, I just choose from 50 different interactive page styles, and then I mix and match those page styles I want to include in this album I'm making. So in my Etsy store, there are 2 bundles available, including 25 different interactive page styles each. So every time you're making an album, you could just choose your favorite page styles, or you could choose your page styles based on the photo sizes you want to use or the decorative elements you have on hand. You could go with some simple page styles or some more interactive page styles. You could of course also go with just 2 page styles if you're a beginner and just repeat them through your album. So it's totally up to you, and I think 25 or even 50 page styles are really a lot to choose from, so that every album is very unique and just matching your theme or occasion with different interactive elements. So as I said, for the inside of the front cover, I decided to include page style number 1. So this is actually the page style I did the first tutorial about and the first cutting guide. And then for the right side, which I will go through in a minute, I chose my favorite page style number 9. And page style 1 is this beautiful pocket page style with a flap closure, and as you can see, there's also this policy envelope closure I included to this page style. So you can just open it up by unwrapping this string from the white eyelets I used here, and then inside of this pocket I keep some photo mats and photo tags. So there is a 4x6 inch photo mat with a journaling card for decoration, and then those smaller photo tags, or actually you could also use them for journaling, that's totally up to you. And I also just decorated them by using some 3x4 inch journaling cards. And for decorating the pocket, I kept it very simple again. I just added some pattern paper from the collection, and then also a 4x6 inch journaling card to the inside of the top flap, because it just fitted perfectly on here. And then I also decorated the corners of the top flap by using some enamel dots and a corner puncher. Now, page style number 9 is this accordion style booklet. So you can just open it up with this ribbon closure, and then as you can see, I again just used a scallop frame die cut and a 3x4 inch journaling card. And then you can just open up the booklet and you have room for 4x6 inch photos. So in total, I think you can add 5 different 4x6 inch photos here. You could even extend this booklet for more photos. But yeah, so I think this is a very fun interactive element or interactive booklet, and this gives you a lot of room for photos on just one page. And then for the next 2 pages, I kept the right page very simple by only adding pattern paper to the basic page. And then I chose an interactive page style for the left side, and this is actually page style number 22. And this page style includes 2 swing features. So as you can see, you can just swing those tags to the side, and then you would be able to flip open this page on the top. So you can just flip it to the top, and then you would be able to add a photo underneath, and you can of course also add a photo on the flap. And as you can see, wherever it is possible, I actually like to cover up the pages in pattern paper completely, so then you would be able to just choose your photo sizes to your liking. And that's the same for these basic pages. And I really like including basic pages as well with interactive pages, because for the basic pages you are very flexible with the photo sizes you want to include. You could of course also later add on some more decorative elements here. And then another reason for also including those basic pages is of course that you don't want to include so many interactive page styles that your album becomes very chunky, because you of course have to keep in mind when making an album that you also want to add photos to the album later on, and this can make your album very thick and too heavy to really like hold in place. And as you can see here, I actually have a very simple decorating style, so you could definitely add some more stickers and embellishments here if you want to. But for me, sometimes I just like it when I actually color coordinate my 2 pages. So most of the time I also get the solid papers coming with a collection kit, so that I don't have too many patterns in my album, but instead just include some more basic papers. Now for the next interactive page style, I chose this gatefold page styles, and to close up the gatefold you would actually have to include this photo mat, which you can tuck into those corner pockets. So once you have removed the photo mat, you can then open up the gatefolds and you have more space for photos on the basic page. And for decorating this page style, I again used a journaling card and a scallop frame die cut, and then I also added those two stickers to the corner pockets. Now on the next two pages, I again kept the left side very simple, and then on the right side I included this page style with some flaps which you can flip to the side of the page. And I really like this page style. I think it's very fun and interactive, and it closes up with a magnet closure. You could also use a Velcro circle or snap closure here, and I just again added a journaling card and then some stickers to decorate this page. And this would be a page style which is perfect for 4 different 3x4 inch photos, and then you could also add a 4x6 inch photo right behind those 4 flaps. Now on the next page there is my interactive element on the left side, and this is another interactive booklet which you could open up by using a magnet closure, and then you would be able to flip those pages to the right and the left side, and this gives you room for a lot of different 4x6 inch photos. And then this time I also added a little tuck spot to the more basic page on the right side. So I used another journaling card which I cut down to size and added onto a scallop frame as well as a tree sticker. And then you have this tuck spot, and you could of course just tuck a photo behind, or as I did here, you could tuck in a journaling tag and just write some notes for the day or for the photos you keep on the left side booklet. For the next interactive page style, I chose my favorite page style, number 15, and this is a really fun page style. So you have this embellishment, and I actually used a chipboard embellishment here, which you could like place into the middle of those 4 pages or little booklets, and this holds in place by using another magnet, and then once you remove it you would be able to open up those little booklets or these little flaps, and then you can add some small photos onto them. And here again you can see that I just tried to match the colors on the left-sided pattern paper. So I used some solid colors here, and then I also decorated the corners by using a corner puncher and some enamel dots. To the next page I added those 2 tag pockets with tags inside, and those tags can of course be used for either photos or journaling. And then I added another journaling card and a scallop frame die cut to the bottom pocket, and I also added this enamel dot to the rocket, which was already printed on the journaling card. And that's what I really like doing with enamel dots sometimes. So whenever I have journaling cards with round shapes in the size of enamel dots, I like to give them some more dimension by adding an enamel dot to them. For the next interactive page style, I chose my favorite interactive page style, number 3, and this is just a photo mat which you can just swing to the top, and then it would reveal another photo underneath. And I really like this page style. It's very simple but still interactive, and again for decorating I used a journaling card, and I again added an enamel dot to the middle of the bow. The next interactive page style also includes a very fun swing element, and for the swing element here I used this truck chipboard element, and I really love how this turned out. So it not only matches the left-sided pattern paper perfectly, but then also I use a white eyelet to actually make the swing element, and this white eyelet is the wheel of the truck, and I think that's just great. I love when it works so well with these swing features. And then you can just swing it to the left side and you would be able to open up the flap on the right side, and then it also reveals the next two pages. So these are the next two hidden pages, and as you can see, I again just used pattern paper on the left side, and I chose this plain pattern paper here. So these two pages are totally plain themed. For the right side, I chose the interactive page style, including a belly band, so a very simple one, and then I just added some photo mats and photo tags to tuck behind this belly band. And for the photo mats and the tag, I again used some journaling cards, and I of course matched the theme for those two pages. So those are all the plain related journaling cards from the collection I could use here. Now there are only two more pages left, or actually the last page and then the inside of the back cover. And for the last page, I decided to include another gatefold page style, and this time the gatefold closes up with a magnet closure. So for the magnet closure, I used this tent chipboard embellishment. And then once you have opened up your gatefold, you would be able to place your photos on the basic page. And then for the gatefolds for the sides, I would actually use them for journaling. And then of course I also had to include a waterfall page style, so that's what I added to the inside of the back cover. And for decoration I added a 4x6 inch journaling card to the top flap, and then some enamel dots to the corners of this page. And other than that, I just decorated the pages, the waterfall pages, by adding some pattern paper, and I actually used my solid cardstock here to decorate it and just have the colors from the collection all in one page. And then you could like flip them open and have a 4x6 inch photo on each of those waterfall pages, but you could even add more photos if you want to the sides with a pattern paper on it. And here I would recommend to add some smaller photos, so either 3x3 inch photos or 3x4 inch photos. And that's it for today's video. So I hope that you enjoyed this project share of another album I have made. And if you did so, I would love to get your thumbs up and your feedback in the comments. And then I of course would love to see you in my next video. So have a great day and see you in my next video. Bye!